There are difficult times in the world today. Society has many times that are very difficult, and the lives of human beings are impacted in ways that are oppressive and painful. Their lives are interrupted by either financial difficulty or persecution, oppression, and the destruction of their life. Today, in the world, the forces that are harmful, aggressive, based in fear, and thus harming others, based in fear, based in greed, the actions of people in authority based in these tendencies of mind do great harm to living beings. And in the history of human beings, this has not been uncommon. It has created wars, the oppression of one people by another, the oppression of certain groups, certain religious groups, certain spiritual groups, certain political groups by another group, certain one race over another. People have found ways to distinguish themselves from others, to secure themselves in the belief that they have the one way, whether it be their religion, their race, their gender, whatever it is that they feel is better than other. And when these feelings are held that there is a need to feel better than other, what underlies them? Either a desire to have more, greed, to have territory, to have position, to have power, or fear that the other will take something from you. Fear, hatred that the other has done something that you dislike, that has harmed you. So to hate in response to those dominated by these tendencies of mind is simply to fall into the same illness of mind that those who are oppressors, who harm living beings, tend to abide with. Human beings are prone to these weaknesses. And when you see a great deal of pain and suffering, even if it is not yours, even if it is happening to others, it wrenches your heart. And when you feel helpless to do anything about it, what do? Do you run away and try to pretend it isn't happening? No. As a sadhaka, as a spiritual being, what do you do in the face of these forces of greed, anger, hatred, and fear that cause oppression, violence, and the destruction of people's lives? What do? You can try to live your life and pretend it isn't happening. You can feel the pain of others who are suffering. and even of the oppressors who are destroying themselves, though they do not know it. You can react with anger and violence yourself. Denial, fear, anger, hatred. These are the reactions of the human mind, individually and collectively, that lead to more and more difficulty. But dynamic action out of compassion, out of care, out of love, that aligns with Dharma. For Dharma are those actions which individually and collectively move towards the divinity, move towards awakening and knowledge. This spiritual plight of the planet at this time is not good. There is a dynamic, deep spiritual awakening occurring. It is beneath the surface. The light grows brighter. The energies of the planet are shifting. But as this happens, the rudimentary tendencies of the human mind are activated. The dark gets darker as the light gets brighter, until the light is so bright, the shadow of darkness fades altogether. But until that time, this darkness grows darker and brighter. You are made more aware of it. It is not that it has not existed, but without the bright light, it could not be seen. As the light grows brighter, the dark is more visible, more distinct. This is the play of duality. Love, compassion, kindness grow in the human heart and the human spirit. In today's world, they are growing, but that has illumined and activated those forces of anger, hatred, greed, and fear. And so human beings find themselves either acting in those or reacting to those. And the society becomes polarized at this stage, not only in one country, but throughout the world. People in fear and confusion do not know whom to follow, what to cling to. And seeing all of this, even if you are not personally impacted, the heart grows heavy, the mind distressed. What to do in such times? And if you are one who is impacted, then not only is the mind and heart distressed, but your life is turbulent. Your life may be destroyed as you have known it. And as this fight of the light and the dark grows in magnitude, there will be very few not impacted. This is a transitional time. And rest assured, love, kindness, and Dharma will prevail. But this is the challenging time. It has just begun. What to do under such circumstance? Hide your head in the sand. Try to pretend as long as you can that it's not happening. Try not to hear the stories or see the pictures of the people who are suffering throughout the world. That is one choice. Another is to hate, to become aggressive yourself. But there is a third choice, and that is to live in the equanimity of being, to live in love and compassion, to feel the pain of humanity and the joy, to feel the pain of the other living beings on the planet who are being destroyed, and the joy of life. To hold both of these opposites in the deeper realm of infinite love and infinite compassion, in the peace of being, holding the light and the dark together, holding opposites together, being with what is, but feeling the subterranean unity which dissolves the opposites and creates wholeness, in which there is no self and other. There is no other who is an oppressor. There is no other who is a victim. There is only the self. And from that love, from that compassion, from that peace that relishes the beauty of life and feels kindness for all living beings, all living beings. In that which is neither light nor dark, but the deep peace of knowing the infinite love of the eternal. In that love, take action. Action out of love for living beings, not out of hatred, not out of anger, not out of fear. Do not let these grow inside of you. You see them in others. It's easy in the polarization to let them grow within you. But then you cease to be able to be part of the solution. For the solution does not lie in the winning of one polarized force over another. The solution lies in deepening. The world today is in a spiritual crisis that has caused political crisis, because the crisis does not lie in the politicians, it lies in the people who bring forward such people to lead them. Why? Because they, in their own hearts, are dissatisfied, are afraid, are angry. And why is this so pervasive today? Because change is afoot. There is a new age dawning, a new energy for the planet. Change is afoot, and spiritual vitality is to be renewed, is gaining in the light. But it is not in the duality. It is in the depth of being, in the love that surpasses all understanding. That is where the solution lies. You think these are political problems that are upending people's lives, starving people, jailing people in concentration camps, causing fear in the society, causing destruction, perhaps war. It is a political problem, but really speaking, it is a spiritual problem. People's hearts are not centered in love, in care for their fellow beings. Fear is dominating too many people. Anger in reaction to fear. Loss of belief, loss of direction, loss of spiritual connectedness. Loneliness, isolation, suffering, fear, fear of economic ruin, fear of not having what another has. So to fight this, follow the yamas and niyamas. Keep hatred from your heart and act wherever you can, in even the smallest way, contributes. Act to lift the burden on living beings in any way that you can, whether it be giving money, whether it be helping at a soup kitchen, whether it be standing in a protest, whether it be writing letters to those in power. Do what you can in any way you can, and do it from a place of love. Love for all living beings, love and care, and find within yourself the joy of love, the joy of life, even in the most difficult circumstances. This joy of love, this eternal essence that dissolves self and other, always exists. There is always a love, a place for you in the substratum of the highs and lows, the lights and darks, is this eternal essence. Live connected to this. It gives you steadiness and solid ground, even in the most difficult of circumstance. And from this, allow yourself to melt back into that divine presence and let that compassion flow through you. All right? All right. Namaskar.